What's up, nerds? My name is Terrell, and this, of course, is the Cubster. I really just wanted to sit here and talk a little bit about Age of Ultron. Just watched the trailer for Infinity with Hickman, so I kind of want to, gather, from him as well as kind of see what you guys think after reading that, after finishing it. What was your overall feel? What was your overall take back from that event?
Truthfully, I just feel like it's another Bendis book. The way it ends, and I think I talked about this in my review for issue 10, and I think I even talked about it in my review for Age of Ultron, or the Avengers UI, whatever that was, AI. It's cool. I understand what they're doing. They're focusing on another character. I can't really get mad at that because Hawkeye is my favorite, and he wasn't a lot of people's favorite for a long time. And it wasn't until Bendis brought him out, made him awesome, made him cool.
Right.
Like he really came out, and a lot of people started liking him. Yeah, people liked him before, but I gotta owe it to Bendis. With this, they're trying to bring Hank Pym out and make him cool and blah 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 blah. He beat his wife in the 70s. Come on, man.
True.
Either way, that's cool. I mean, it wasn't cool, but they're trying to get him past that. That's awesome. That's great. You want to introduce him in an animated movie or whatever? That's cool. You gotta clean up his image, obviously. But at the same time, that's what makes that character that character. He's the best, but he's not the best, and that's what I like they're doing in those books. With the way they ended Age of Ultron, though, where they kind of make him just seem like a really dumb, not dumb, but they make him seem like the bad guy for causing all of this. And yeah, he kind of is, but he was just trying to help the world out, and then he gets more, essentially he gets martyred for it. But my main problem with it ends on such a big, it doesn't really end. It ends because he stops writing, and that's it. But you have to keep reading his books, you have to keep reading the Avengers books, you have to keep reading any book with those characters
any tie-in,
to
right,
understand what the hell's going on afterwards. And I can deal with the aftermath. I can deal with okay, we got to pick up the pieces, couple issues, do that. But for the next year, I have to be reading and I find out about something. Yeah, it's awesome to write a cool, epic, 10-year-long saga of stories that make an insane amount of sense at the end of it, and you're just guessing the whole time. That's cool. I hope Brian Michael Bendis does that. But Age of Ultron just was like a misstep at the end. It was cool, though. It was so cool reading it. And then it just kind of ended. And I'm having fun reading what they're doing now. I just wish it was in the book.
Understandable. See, and I love all of the big events. Sometimes I think they're just my cornerstone for why I like reading some of the comics. It's just getting to see this huge event with all of them being connected and all their intertwining stories. I'm a big fan of that. I really liked
a great thing with comic books.
It is, and it's but that's why I think that's part of the reason why I read a lot of times these stories, because I already know, some great things about each character alone, but to see them team up, that was the greatest thing about Avengers, the movie, was to see all of them at one time.
That's what makes the Avengers awesome. That's what makes Justice League awesome. That's what makes all those characters awesome. That's why they do those books, so that way you go out and you buy them and everyone does it. But if you're just doing them to do them, then people are going to get burnt out, and people are going to hate you, and you're going to do a million variant covers for this crazy event that you get hyped up. It leads apparently into Trinity. I don't see how Age of Ultron can lead into it, because it just seemed like it was setting up what they want to do in the future. Avengers right now, all of that stuff. I can see all that leading into Trinity. That's straight up. I mean, it's the prelude to Trinity. It's even called it, or Infinity, not Trinity. I think I said Trinity 5 times right there, but it's Infinity.
What was really cool as well, think about in the Age of Ultron series, I know how it kind of ended.
It flashpoints, man.
But yeah, it's got this weird point where now there's more alternate universes,
Marvel has already had an established multiverse, and now they just do it again.
Well, some people
after their biggest rival does the same thing. I mean, come on, dude. You just did Marvel now after they did the New 52, and now you're doing pretty much the same story that they did a couple years ago to get to where they're at.
I'm a little excited. I will at least pick up the first couple issues because I want to see who are what are these random new backstories. My big thing about Age of Ultron was, we had the Thing with the craters in his body and that whole thing, and I kind of wanted to figure out what made them different in this universe. What made them these people? We have Colonel America and all that stuff. That was awesome to me.
This is my thing with those kinds of stories is they set up all these. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. I want to see this. I want to see this. And then the company Marvel or whatever is going to be like, oh well, here you go. Here's a couple issue story arc for this guy, and then no one's gonna buy it, and then it doesn't go anywhere. But I mean, I feel like Infinity is going to be something awesome. It's going to be something cool because it's not Brian Michael Bendis. I feel like it'll have it probably won't have an end because it is Jonathan Hickman, and he's just as crazy and just as insane, if not a little more so. So it's cool. I want to see what happens. I just don't want it to be another event that doesn't end.
Mr. Bendis, if you're watching this, I have faith in you. Ever since Disassembled, we're talking as far back as you've been going. Yeah, I know you got a master plan, and right now it might seem awkward for us and just weird, but I'm really excited where it's gonna go. I'm not sure how it's gonna tie into into Infinity. I can definitely, like you said, see where Avengers is going into that. But I kind of like the ending. I was a little confused. I'm a little confused, and that's one thing that I like about reading comic books is sometimes it's gonna make me definitely get the next issue. What was this big earth-shattering thing that splitted all the universes together, and now why does it include Ultimate Spider-Man? What's his whole idea in it, and what's going on this end, and who's this new team of like Avengers that's gonna get their own book for a little bit? I'm excited to see that. Infinity, Jonathan Hickman, definitely. Great writer. He's done some awesome stuff. It's going to be interesting, I think, overall. I liked the events. I liked the last event. The only event I've ever actually not really felt anything for was Fear itself. Some people like that, and
it was a different person. It was they're trying to get Thor back up.
Let's all get hammers. Let's all smash things. Not a big thing for me.
I mean, they wanted to try something different, and I mean, they needed to. It was not nearly as successful as anything else. I think Siege was way better.
Siege, yes. Siege was amazing.
Either way,
Civil War Siege, yes. Thank you for watching this rant.